Hello and welcome to Catfish Trash Talk. This is episode 36. I'm your host, comedian Tracey Carnazzo, joined by my co-host, Noelle Winters.
Hi, hello.
Hi, Noelle. We're both recovering from who knows anymore.
The fluvid.
The fluvid, the leg surgeries,
all of it.
Just everything that you could think about. I'm just hanging out here.
I haven't been outside in a long time.
I haven't been outside except for my surgeries, which was very fun. Very, very fun. I was so excited about that. You had how many days of COVID? 27?
Something like that. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Everything's fine. So
crazy.
We're back.
At least you know what though? At least it's like really cold and nasty out. Yeah. We're not like missing anything.
Yeah. I don't think
we're ever really missing
I was going to say, I don't think we've ever missed anything.
Yeah.
It's just FOMO, but we're back. And so is Catfish. And I hate it.
Okay. Number one, I wanted it to not be on Zoom.
I know, but then COVID spiked. What are you going to do?
I get that. But also like, I don't like this episode. Like,
I don't like this episode. That is my problem. I don't like this episode. I don't like these people. You have to. Okay. So I'm the kind of person who like, I will reach and try to like someone.
Yeah.
I really do. Like you, so many times you're like, I don't like him. I don't like her. And I'm like, oh, I kind of like him.
No, you're right. You look for the good in people.
I do. I really do. Just not in real life, just on TV.
Just on TV. Yes.
I hate everyone involved in this.
But why? Nobody's likable. Why?
Okay. But I also hate Neve and Cammy for making us do this.
Also, it's like, here's the thing. I really like Cammy a lot. But after watching the old ones with Max,
yes,
there is something missing.
There's something missing.
There just is. Although I really do like her. I think that she's very, very nice, but she is no Max. But I like that her face is plastered over Max's in the office. Yeah.
Also, she's so stunningly beautiful to look at.
It's not fair.
I know, but it's almost like nice. Like it's easy on the eyes. Not that Max wasn't. I'm just saying, like, I just stare at her face the whole time.
I stare at her eyebrows because they're laminated in the most beautiful way.
Yeah.
And it's always what she's wearing.
Always,
because I
but
feel
everything.
Like I dress like her, but I don't look like that when I dress like her.
Noelle, you're talking to me.
Yeah.
I used to like when Pinterest first came out, I used to like to look at all these different outfits. And then I'd be like, oh, I have that stuff. Let me put it on. And it's like, oh,
I look like a lumberjack.
I look like I'm homeless, but
right.
Okay. All right. So this is season 8, episode 51, Mildred, India, and KJ. By the way, guys, if you want more of our witty banter, go to patreon.com/trash talk podcast for over 8 billion bonus episodes. I'm not exaggerating. That's an exact number.
That's the exact number less as of last week.
Yes. Next week, 8 billion and one. All right. So Delta has hit. So we're one variant behind.
Right. I know. He said Delta and I'm like, Delta? You're like, what's that anymore?
So 4 months ago. So they're not going on the road. This was supposed to be their first episode back.
Right. Okay.
So they get an email from Mildred. She's 23. She's from South Carolina. And 6 years ago, she got catfished by KJ, who she was talking to for a while. And then he admitted his pictures weren't real. Then he disappeared for 2 years. And then they started talking again in January regularly. He said that he loved her, but she wouldn't say it back.
Okay. But also like you knew he catfished you. He came back and now you're talking to him again. Why?
Then she gets a message from India trying to figure out if he's a catfish together.
Right.
So she's going to be opening her own store with clothing and also everything.
So she's opening up a dollar store. Like, what is she opening up?
Okay. I feel like this has happened before. There was another girl with a store, with a fake store. And I feel like this is another fake store because then we never hear about the store again.
Right. I want to know about the store.
It's fake. It's imaginary.
Also, Mildred doesn't want to date him. So why does she care?
Why does she care about any of this?
Yeah, I don't know.
So then he also changed his photos to a different person. So he used pictures of one guy. Then he said, just kidding. That's not me. This is me. And then he changed his pictures to a different person.
Right. That's where I was confused.
That's where you were confused. I watched the first 15 minutes of this for 4 days.
It was really confusing, but the amount of times that he changed his pictures and he still has 2 women looking for him. Yeah.
So she started talking on Kick with him when she was 16, and he said that he was in North Carolina and they started dating. It is very confusing to me.
Right.
You start dating someone that you've never, I feel like you have to have at least video chatted if you're going to say that that's your boyfriend.
If you say that's your actual boyfriend, you are out here turning down other people for your online boyfriend. You better be at least video chatting.
Right. So in 2016, then he had a lot of excuses on why he couldn't meet her.
Right.
He had money issues. He had car issues.
Always an excuse.
Then they video chatted.
But what's wrong with her?
I'm not even blaming this guy for anything.
No.
She only saw his back on the video chat and it was on mute. So
for 10 minutes.
She talked for 10 minutes to someone's back that didn't speak back to her. Why couldn't you just talk on the phone then?
But also, like, why are you still talking to him after that?
Who knows? So in 2018, she had a friend who was a model and she was looking through his pictures of his friends and saw pictures of KJ and was like, oh, hey, KJ. And he was like, no, my name's not KJ.
No, I don't know who you are.
So KJ said, this was his excuse. He said he didn't think her parents were going to approve of him.
Because his face is tattooed.
Yes. So then he sends her pictures of a guy with tattoos. Right. And she cut it off.
Right.
So they started
talking again.
They started talking again, and he was supposed to see her for her birthday, but he said that the cops were following him because he's a scammer.
But, okay, so here's the thing. They're like, why are the cops following? She's like, oh, he's a scammer. And it's like, what? Like,
why would he say that? Exactly? Like, this is not someone with all of their marbles.
Yeah, I don't understand this.
So she's like, fine, I'm going to have a guy over. And he got mad. And then he told her in response to that he has a kid and is in a relationship with India.
Right.
And he told her that he's a scammer. So Cammie asked why she likes him. And she says, he is her everything.
What? Okay. But also she says, but she doesn't want to date him.
But that's her everything. The back of some. Okay. All right. So India writes back and comes into the Zoom. And this is where things get really interesting. I got to tell you, I spent so much time on all of this that I couldn't even go grocery shopping.
Me too.
But with HelloFresh, you get farm fresh, pre-portioned ingredients and seasonal recipes delivered right to your doorstep. Skip trips to the grocery store and count on HelloFresh to make home cooking easy, fun, and affordable. And that's why it's America's #1 meal kit.
It's my #1 meal kit.
The new year is a great time to focus on what's most important to you, whether it's saving money by ordering less takeout, learning to cook, or prioritizing your wellness. HelloFresh is here to help with endless options to make cooking at home simple and enjoyable. And do not forget dessert. Satisfy your sweet tooth with seasonal, limited time goodies like Dunkaroos cookie dough or Vanilla Delight cheesecake.
Yeah,
I know. I'm so excited. Noelle, our box is coming. And the thing that the same dish that I'm most excited for, you're most excited for.
The duck
l'orange. Can you believe that we're getting this from HelloFresh and we're going to be able to make it ourselves?
Tracey, when we were going through the menu, my heart stopped. I'm like, duck?
We're very easily excitable. Go to HelloFresh.com/catfish16 and use code catfish16 for up to 16 free meals and 3 free gifts. So that's HelloFresh.com/catfish16 and use code catfish16 for up to 16 free meals and 3 free gifts.
Awesome.
Oh my gosh. So
my goodness.
All right. So now India's in the Zoom.
Right.
And she said that like a lot of other women were coming up that he was talking to.
Okay. So everyone's in an Airbnb, right?
Yes. She is in an Airbnb with every single appliance lined up on the counter.
Table.
How many? It's like a pasta maker, a bread maker, a coffee maker,
iron.
It's like they couldn't have been like, hey, can you get the iron out of the shot?
Seriously, I was thinking the same thing. But like, I just wanted to make sure because I'm like, Myldred is in 100% an Airbnb.
Yes.
And I was thinking that India was too.
Yes. So India met him on Instagram.
Right.
And they would talk on the phone all day and then they would sleep on the phone. When I heard this, tell me, go. What did you think?
I had a friend
Mm-hmm.
who was dating this guy in Florida.
Yeah.
And they would FaceTime every night.
Uh-huh.
And I mean, I would like, we lived together. So I would like go in her room and I'm like, ew, he's sleeping. He is sleeping on FaceTime on a tablet right now. So she would FaceTime with him every night.
Yeah.
But
yes.
Say like he fell asleep without FaceTiming her, or you know, there was a night where he got drunk. He called his daughter and was like, go into daddy's room and call him and put the FaceTime up to him while he's sleeping. And just
she'd be like, call my phone from his phone. Yeah.
Oh, right. Call him, not me.
Yeah.
And she would, and his daughter would do that. They didn't work out.
Who didn't work out? Your friend and her boyfriend, or his daughter and him?
I don't even know if his daughter and him worked out, to be honest with you, at this point. That I remember that was so creepy. I was telling you about it, and then you witnessed it firsthand. And we would have like, you know, say like Christmas at the house, and we would be like, okay, family's coming over, everybody's gonna eat, and she would be like, oh, I have a migraine, just because she needed to lay there and watch him sleep.
Yes.
It was the creepiest shit ever. Guys, join BS to hear more of this.
We're gonna shit talk all of Noelle's friends. Go over to BS. All right. So she found Mildred on Instagram and messaged her.
Right.
But India still wants to be with him.
Right. But I feel like Myldred does too.
I don't know. So now we find out that the pictures of the guy with the tattoo face is Jose Guapo, the rapper who's super famous.
I have been saying Jose Guapo over and over and over. That was my mantra.
Oh, fun.
Last night.
Great.
I'm like, Jose Guapo, tattooed, Jose Guapo.
Great. All right. So then he sends over another handsome man's picture, an additional. So this is the third picture.
So many.
And then India goes, that's my KJ. India, you're not okay. You are not well. You are
she's not well.
Okay. So now he told India that he lives in Boston and also in Rochester, because that's the same.
But why doesn't she question any of this? Like seriously question it.
But also that he's 21. He told Mildred that he's 24.
Right.
And that he lives in North Carolina.
North Carolina.
Okay. India wants him to take down his page and stop talking to other girls.
Right. So she still wants to be with him.
Hello? All right. Well, now we lose Biggie in the office.
Where did he go?
He probably just ran into some other room or whatever. And Myldred was 16 when they met. So that's just
that's crazy. And they were talking for, she said 6 years. That's crazy.
So she goes to, they go to Instagram, and he posted a picture of India with a caption like, you are my everything, blah, 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 like going on and on and on.
Right. She's my world. Yeah. On everything.
But he's posting pictures of Jose Guapo as him.
Right. But he hasn't posted one in like a year.
Right. So they run his phone number and they find this guy, Darius from Mississippi. So they look up Darius, whatever, on Facebook, and they find a guy who's 18 years old, and there's 16 different accounts with him.
That's crazy. But so I've thought of randomly of people like, oh, I went to high school with this girl. Let me look her up. And there'll be like 30 pages of this name. Some people do that. I don't know why.
Yeah. They're like, oh, I forgot my password. It's like, do you know how to, you click forgot password?
Different email address.
Oh yeah, no, I just had to, because my ex was on that page. I couldn't just block them. I had to just burn my house down and move.
My friend that FaceTimed her guy while he was sleeping. She has like 100
loves
Facebook
having
pages.
She does.
She loves it.
She makes like code names too.
Oh. You're like, I'm gonna stop accepting her now.
I did. I stopped accepting her.
You.
I couldn't do it. Go to BS, patreon.com/trashtalkpodcast. Noelle, our next partner has a product that I use literally every day. I started taking athletic greens because I wanted better gut health. I wanted more energy. And I just hated taking my pills, my vitamins. I wanted a supplement that actually tastes really good. So I wanted to see what the hype was all about.
Sure.
And I've been taking it for like 2 weeks now, and I love it. It doesn't taste like it's super healthy, and it has kind of like a mild tropical taste that I actually look forward to every morning.
Oh, I like that.
So What is this stuff? So with one delicious scoop of athletic greens, you're absorbing 75 high quality vitamins, minerals, whole food source superfoods, probiotics, and adaptogens to help you start your day right. This special blend of ingredients supports your gut health, your nervous system, your immune system, your energy, recovery, focus, and aging. All of the things, every single one of the things.
Crazy. That's everything.
Yeah. So I take it every single morning before I eat. It is lifestyle friendly, whether you eat keto, paleo, vegan, dairy-free, or gluten-free.
Oh, okay.
It's so much cheaper than getting all the different supplements yourself. And your subscription comes with a year's supply of vitamin D, which is so important to add in the winter months when we don't get as much sunlight.
Yeah, that's true.
Also, I just need vitamin D all the time.
I need vitamin D all the time.
Right now, it's time to reclaim your health and arm your immune system with convenient daily nutrition, especially heading into the flu and cold season. It's just one scoop in a cup of water every day. That's it. No need for a million different pills and supplements to look out for your health. To make it easy, Athletic Greens is going to give you a free 1-year supply of immune supporting vitamin D and 5 free travel packs with your first purchase. All you have to do is visit athleticgreens.com/catfish. Again, that's athleticgreens.com/catfish to take ownership over your health and pick up the ultimate daily nutritional insurance.
Wow.
Yeah, it's very good.
Cool.
All right. So Cammie is going to go to Neve's house.
Right. Which I don't know why.
Because they're going to drive to the office together because they have to create a storyline. Because remember, Neve always has to drive. We learned that from Max.
No, I know. Because as soon as he was like, oh, I guess I'll drive. I'm like, Tracey?
Yes. It's me. It's me.
Uh-huh.
So he's going to have a fake dirty diaper in the passenger seat. Now, me and Neve, we go way back.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you something that I do know about him.
Tell me.
He would never have a dirty diaper in his car.
No.
No shot.
He just wouldn't. He's not that person.
So, Cammie shows up with the diaper cake. So cute.
For baby cute.
Okay, but what does that mean? Do we not know his name yet?
I guess the baby wasn't born yet and there is no name. But I did know Cammie was going to be the godmother.
In real life?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, he had asked her to be the godmother. So cute. I love that.
So they're like real life friends.
Okay, but that's what I love. They're like real life BFFs. Yeah.
God, I love them so much. All right, so apparently he put peanut butter on this diaper and he's licking it off the diaper. That was pretty funny though.
Okay, but that was so good because she like all the way believed it for a second. She's like, it's on my nail.
So now they get to the office and they get in the Zoom. Mildred, what pray tell happened since the last time we saw you?
Different. Big things popping.
Okay, because she looks like she's playing dress up.
I know. Okay, so I'm like, Mildred, you have no interest in this guy.
And you just put on a green eyeliner. You took one breast out.
Yeah.
What is happening here?
As soon as I saw her, I'm like, what?
You have long flowing locks.
Yep.
All right. So they tell the girls about Darius and Mildred said that that's not her man.
Right.
And then they get like all giggly and nervous and they call Darius.
Right.
And they're like, yeah, no, we hear you're in Mississippi. He's like, It's like,
he's being nice though. He's like, yes,
know,
sir.
But that was an easy out. It's
no,
like,
I know.
Hello. He doesn't write down his lies.
Oh, he doesn't write down his lies. That's why he keeps coming up with new ones.
3 different cities.
3 different pictures.
All right. So they ask him to come in the Zoom. So he hangs up.
Okay. I mean, that's a Noelle move. That's what I would have done.
Then he says that he's only going to talk to India, not Mildred. So Mildred now shares a little bit more and says that when she would try to break up with him, he would threaten that he was going to kill himself and have friends call and say that he was in the hospital.
That's so stressful.
Right, let me tell you something. I had a friend. I still have a friend. And he had a girlfriend. And this was in college. And she would do this.
Really?
All the time. And he would call me and be like, Tracey, this is happening. And she's here. And this is what's happening. And and she would have people call him and be like, we are the police.
Oh my God.
And your girlfriend is half killing herself. And it's like,
that's so stressful though.
You think? Jeez. So he texts India and he said that he's not sure if he should be on this show. which is pretty funny because you called.
But yet you don't want to. I'm sorry. I was gonna say he doesn't want to talk to India, but he doesn't want to talk to Myldred, right?
Yes. So Myldred texts him. She's so funny.
But she does exactly what I would have done too.
Same. She's like, I won't judge you, and he's like, I think you're just saying that, and she's like, shit, I was just saying that.
That's the problem with people. They always think like even when we do interviews, they're like, why aren't you nasty? Why don't you call this person out? No, why would you do that?
So they don't talk to you?
So they don't talk to you and then they hate you? No, you have to get them with kindness.
Of
you get everybody with
course.
kindness.
So she tells him to come to the Zoom. So he comes into the chat and I am startled because now I'm going to tell you why I'm startled.
Tell me. His face is right up front.
The camera is inside of his nose.
That's the thing. Listen, it has nothing to do with his looks. It was more like it's right
Why
here.
is everyone else sitting at a table with a regular amount of space between the camera and them, and he's inside of the camera?
I feel like it was done purposely.
Of course it was done purposely. So he said that the other profiles are not his, the 400 profiles of the other guy. I don't believe that either.
Right, but who is the 18-year-old Darius? That's what I'm confused
So there's
about.
it just so happens that you're
right.
No, come on.
Yeah.
So he said he's 25 and he says my favorite thing that every catfish says.
What?
Quote, I stay in Mississippi.
Okay. I stay in Queens.
He also said that he scammed them, that he was a scammer. He actually that was a lie that he was a scammer. He lied about being a liar. Okay. He said that he felt very lonely because his brother died, and that's why.
Okay. So because your brother died, you have to catfish people?
But when did your brother die? Because you've been doing this for a very long time.
Right. For 6 years.
So he also he says that he's a little person.
Okay.
And his brother was his best friend, and he got shot by accident.
How?
What do you mean?
Right.
And
like what happened?
He also said that so usually what happens is the catfishes are like, just my picture was fake, everything else was real. He's like, everything was made up.
But at least he admits it.
I know. So he said that he was never hospitalized for attempted suicide. He said that he just did it to manipulate her.
But he thinks he's very funny too. Like he giggles when he says these things.
I know, but he also says that he doesn't talk to other girls, and India seems angry.
Right.
She's like, yes, you do. Yes, you do. And it's like, India, get a grip.
Yeah. India also, remember that was your man? You were coming to get your man?
I think she still is though.
Okay. Like, I feel like both of them almost a little bit because they're still too emotional about this.
Yes.
Yeah. Me, I'd be like, all right, bye.
So he said that he doesn't talk to other girls anymore. And he said that he didn't know what he was doing. He just wasn't thinking for 10 years.
Right. He just stopped thinking.
When did you stop?
Like when my ear shuts off.
You just stopped thinking years ago?
Yep. He just stopped.
So he apologizes to Myldred. But I like how India has to leave the room.
Right. So India has to, what does he have against talking to them together? I don't understand.
I don't know, but he's reading this very empty apology.
Yeah, it's bullshit.
He's like, hello, Myldred, I am sorry. And I am sorry that I hurt your feelings.
And I betrayed you. For that, I am sorry.
She's mad. And he also, I love how he just keeps throwing the digs. He said that he has a stronger connection with India.
Okay, but the thing is, she gets a big mad when he says that.
He knows what he's doing.
Right. Okay.
So she said she does not want to be friends with him.
I don't blame her. I wouldn't want to be either.
So, but they were talking for 6 years. So India comes in and we find out India and him have only been talking for 3 months.
Right. But meanwhile, he's Mildred's everything.
He said that he has a connection that can't be broke. And then he basically professes his love to her. And she said that no, because I can't really trust him at all. And it's like, I don't even believe you.
No, I don't believe you at all.
So we bring Myldred back, and Myldred has her hand under her face. Did you see this? It's almost like she's presenting her head on a platter. And I'm like, what's happening here? So Neve is like, okay, well, delete all your accounts. And Cammie's like, listen. Oh, you had so much trauma, yada, yada, yada. This is not an excuse. And like, who cares? Now Myldred stops showcasing her face and she starts showcasing her left boob.
Really?
Yeah, there's just one. She has like the shirt she's wearing is like open buttons.
Yes.
And she's pushing the one boob into the shot.
I didn't even notice that.
And
I
I'm
noticed
like,
in the beginning she was boob forward.
Yeah. I was like, that's what I would do. I would just take my best boob. Put your best boob forward.
Best boob forward.
You know?
Yeah.
Like maybe the other one's not so great. Because I mean, really, a lot of guys don't realize this, but like boobs are sisters, not twins.
They're not twins. In fact, I have problems because one is much bigger than the other.
Yeah, no, it's it's upsetting. So India and Myldred, there's no catch up with them, by the way.
I know.
Because it was like filmed yesterday, I guess.
Well, right. Yes.
What are they going to be like one day later?
That's the thing. And I was even like looking up, trying to find stuff, but it's
Nothing.
like, it's just new.
Yeah. India and Myldred are friends now.
Right.
But India still reaches out to him because she wants to make sure he's okay.
Right.
And also he said he stopped catfishing. Well, I would believe him.
So the only thing I could find, I just want to say a couple of things.
Yeah, tell me everything. Go slow.
So the only thing I could find out about him is I was reading a few articles. This is on Reality Tidbit. He is actually 30 years old. So he is.
Noelle.
Yes. So it says the catfish is actually 30 years old.
Okay, wait.
Initially posting as someone who is in his teenage years.
Okay. So
yeah,
he's 30.
Yeah.
He was 24 when he started talking to a 16-year-old.
Yep.
Okay.
He says he's actually 30.
Okay,
he's a predator.
Great.
India is continuing with her job on OnlyFans, where she is a 3% creator.
Okay. So I wonder if maybe just like how who was it? Melissa went on the show so Jared's band could get promotion.
Yes.
If this was a boost for India's OnlyFans.
It could be, and for Mildred's store. It says both Mildred and India have remained friends since they discovered they were both being played. The two have reached out to Darius after to make sure he's okay. Mildred continues to be the CEO of her own company.
Okay, sure.
Which she spoke about during her episode, but they don't name the company.
Okay, Noelle, I'm very angry right now, and I need you to calm me down.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to tell you about men online.
Okay.
Every man online, I'm lying, 90% of men online on any kind of dating app.
Yeah.
What is their job?
What do you mean?
Okay, so a lot of them,
I know that they went to the School of Hard Knocks.
They go to the School of Hard Knocks, and they're also the CEO at either or self-employed.
Yeah, self-employed. You are right.
CEO of self-employed.
Yeah, no, you're right. And it's always the School of Hard Knocks.
She's the CEO of her own store. So let me ask you a question. If you opened a candy store, would you say you're the CEO of the candy store?
No, I'd say I was the owner. So she is the CEO.
She's the chief executive officer of her everything store.
But it doesn't name the store. It's
called Clothes and Everything. It's called Clothes and Everything in nowhere, South Carolina. Clothes and Everything.
So there's Clothes and Everything. There's Darius, who's 30, and then there's India, who is a 3% whatever OnlyFanser.
Right. But so let me tell you about OnlyFans.
Yeah. About
being one of the top 3% of creators.
Yeah, I don't know what that means.
Okay. So this is what I was told years ago. So if you don't know, we're pretty good podcasters.
Yes.
So one of my friends owns a podcast network, and he told me that if you are posting episodes every week and you have, I don't know, say 1,000 downloads per week, you are in the top 1% of podcasts.
Okay.
Just because there's so many people that like aren't active or like aren't doing anything.
Sure. Okay.
So it's like the top 3% of OnlyFans. There's always a way to manipulate the data.
Interesting. Okay.
You know what I mean? Like you could be in the top 3% of OnlyFans and be making, $400 a month.
Interesting. Okay. Okay. Well, and he's 30, so he's not old, but gross because he was talking to young girls.
Super fucking gross. Sorry.
Yeah. I know. I knew you wouldn't like that.
Well, she's the CEO, but this is what I mean. Like, who do you like? Do you like the CEO itself?
Right.
Do you like the guy who is a sexual predator?
Right.
That is lying literally about everything?
Right.
Or do you like India, who's just off?
But that's what I mean.
She's just lining up her espresso machine, her iron, her water purifier,
her edges. She's just lining everything
so
up.
Many edges.
so many.
So many of them. She was definitely busy with that toothbrush before she got on air.
Yeah, she's very edgy.
Oh my God. All right. Well, I don't know, Noelle. I didn't like it. I don't like it.
I didn't like it.
It's going to get better, right?
Okay. I think it's going to get better.
The good thing is that Catfish seasons are so short that we'll go back to the other ones.
Yeah. And there's so many of the other ones. Like we have a long way to go. We haven't even hit Kelly Price yet.
Katy
Perry.
Through the hard times and the good, I need to celebrate you, baby. I have to praise you like I should.
I used to think he was saying I have to praise you like a shoe. I always thought that when I was younger.
Oh, all right. Well, maybe that is what he's saying.
No, but it's not. It's like I should.
You never know. You really never know. Make sure you're following us. I'm at Trixie Tuzini on Instagram and Twitter. Noelle's at Noe Girl on Instagram and Twitter. And go to TraceyCarnazzo.com for everything Tracey Carnazzo and also everything Trash Talk.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know? Okay.
All right.
I got to go.
I'm exhausted.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.